What's going on, YouTube? It's Andy, the Parrot Head Picker, coming at you guys today with another edition of Making Money Monday. This is volume 48. This is my eBay sales update for the past week, which would be November 13th through the 19th. Today is Monday, November 20th. So these are just some of the items they sold over the past week. I think I selected somewhere around 20-25 items to share with you. Just a little variety. I have a part-time eBay reseller. I sell a lot of men's clothing, hard goods, and what have you. My main bread and butter and focus is the men's clothing, but I always like to show a little bit of everything, just so you guys have an idea of what to keep an eye out for and look for and what have you. That being said, I wanted to kind of address a comment I got from a user, and he watched one of my videos, what have you, and said he didn't understand the point of my videos, that all the items I show are common items, and he just didn't get, or he or she just didn't get the point of these videos. The point is and I don't typically address this sort of stuff, what have you, but the point is these are common items. This is the bread and butter stuff that, you know, you guys, if you're reselling and stuff, that you should be looking out for. They're everyday items. They're out there. They're all over the place. And I do show home runs and what have you from time to time. But, you know, those are the items you're not just going to find every day when you walk into a thrift store or what have you. These are the things that pay the bills. It's what pay my bills. It's steady income, easy to find, and what have you. So that is the point of these videos. It just gives you guys an idea of what to be on the lookout for, what to find. I give you the reasons that I pick them up, why I picked them up, what I paid for them, and typically what they sell for, so what you can kind of expect to get out of those items. You know, like I said, I don't know if it's just somebody who just completely missed the point, maybe some trolling, whatever it is. You know, it is what it is. And like I said, maybe it's just somebody new, just didn't even understand or what have you. But I just thought it was just one of those things that it kind of caught me off guard. And I wanted to kind of address that, you know, for those of you, yeah, who maybe don't understand why I make these types of videos, or do this sort of thing. It's to connect with other resellers, fellow people like myself. You guys give me a great. You guys are great sounding board. You guys provide me with a lot of valuable information on certain things that I don't know, and what have you. So yeah, definitely, you know, you guys are my peers. Just like, you know, I think maybe some of you people might look up to me as well. That's the point of these videos, is to connect with fellow resellers and what have you, and we can all learn a little bit of something along the way. So anyway, that all being said, we'll jump into it. I'll show you some of the stuff that I sold, like I said, over the past week, and what I paid for it and what have you. So we'll jump into it. All right, first up, not something I typically pick up, but this here was a Dale Earnhardt Jr. Chase Authentics embroidered polo shirt. Really nice shirt. This is practically brand new. Really nice item. Had the Chase Authentics tag on it, like this. Some of you guys, actually, I get several people who will message me and what have you. And typically, you know, they love the fact that I do show the tags in the majority of the items that I show. And even though some of these items may be common items and what have you, there are some items out there that, like I said, you just may not be familiar with. So when you're thumbing through the racks and what have you, a tag like this, you know, may tend to jump out at you a little, you know, quicker, or, you know, it may catch your eye. So anyway, this one here went for $19.99. Free shipping. I paid $1 for this at a mom and pop thrift shop. Another really good item that I tend to like to pick up, especially this time of year, is flannel. This is LL Bean. It's a large, tall. Pretty much had everything going for it that I like to pick up when I'm sourcing this type of stuff. This time of year, flannel sells great in almost any manufacturer, any brand, what have you. But being a tall, that helps as well. This one went for $29.99, free ship. You know, really nice shirt there. You guys all should be pretty familiar with the LL Bean, but that's what the tag looks like. But definitely, guys, do not pass on talls. If you're picking up items, talls definitely worth the grab. One of my favorite brands to pick up is probably in my top 5, top 10 to pick up is FootJoy. I love picking up FootJoy. This one here is just a regular sleeveless windbreaker. These things are super lightweight, so they usually cost about $2.60 to ship. This is what the tag looks like, and typically they will have the FJ on the back. The polo shirts are like this as well. jackets and other items like that. So yeah, FootJoy is definitely one of my favorite brands to pick up. This one here went for $19.99, free ship. I had it on sale. Typically, I list these windbreakers, any of the windbreakers at all, usually at about 25 bucks. So if you can get it for, around the $3 range, definitely worth the pickup. Another LL Bean flannel shirt. Like I said, flannel this time of year sells like hotcakes. There's a tag, just regular large long sleeve flannel shirt. This one here went for a little less, $23.99, but still sold relatively quick. This here is the world's most difficult puzzle. Anyway, it's just a bunch of Dalmatians. This was part of some of my Amazon inventory I had recalled. I pretty much had almost everything sent back now out of my FBA inventory and what have you. Just putting it up on eBay now and getting rid of it, and most of that stuff's going pretty quick. This one here went for $19.99, free ship, just regular puzzle. Went to the global shipping program, so that wasn't bad. That ends up going to Kentucky, which is about one state over from me, so that stuff's always super cheap. And I probably had no more than $2 into this. Orvis, another one of my favorite brands to sell. This one was, one of those items that had everything going for it that I tend to look for. It's double XL. It's a tall, nice heavyweight shirt, nice pattern, nice check pattern, what have you. This is what the tag looks like. There's typically 3 Orvis tags. I believe I have 2 of them that I can show you guys in this video. This is pretty much just kind of the more common one. There's a Sporting Traditions, and then there is one with a fly fishing bag and a couple fly fishing rods, and I believe that is the other one that I have in this video, and I will show you here in just a little bit. So those are tags you can definitely keep an eye out for Orvis stuff, but I love selling Orvis. It's just one of my favorite brands to pick up, and the more odd and obscure it is, the better it's going to sell, especially if you can find jackets, vests, waders, any of that sort of stuff always sells great. Just a little set of Legos I picked up at a garage sale. I think I paid $1 or $2 for these. I think I paid $2 for these. I think they were brand new in box, which was great. These sold for $26.99, plus made the buyer pay shipping. So not too bad of a return there. Like I said, just regular, little just Lego backhoe. So not too bad. Probably my favorite item to sell as far as men's clothes, men's clothing, what have you, is Harley Davidson button-up shirts. I know a lot of you guys who follow me, watch me, from week to week to week. I love selling Harley button front shirts. Probably my favorite. It probably gives me some of the most consistent bang for my buck. I was talking with Shane at Rise and Grind Picks last night. He had found, he did a haul video and was showing a couple Harley shirts that he'd found button-ups, and he was telling it, his video, he was telling what he was listing them for, and I said, Shane, you got to ask more money for those. I go, you're just leaving way too much on the table. I mean, you'll sell them quick, which is fine. But these shirts typically always sell for $40, in the $40 to $50 range, depending on the amount of embroidery and other stuff that's going on. If they have a lot of patches, embroidery, nice logos on the back or stuff like that, the more elaborate, the more money you're going to get. I typically don't have a problem ever paying $10 for one of these shirts. If I go to a garage sale and I see Harley t-shirts, I always ask for button-up shirts. Typically they'll bring them out, and I'll try to make some sort of a deal. I do sell a lot of the Harley tees, but I'm very picky on what I pick on Harley tees. The Harley button-ups, I'm way more apt to pick up almost anything, as long as it's honestly, I will grab most larges. Still, mediums and smalls I pretty much stay away from unless it's absolutely awesome or I'm getting it for a dollar or two. But large, extra large, double X, if you can get them in a tall, talls are super. Usually I always ask at least another $5 to $10 for a tall. In the Harley button-ups, these shirts retail, for 80, 90, 80, 90 bucks on up, brand new. So people will pay for it. But yeah, typically I never get less than $40 at least for a Harley button-up. And this one here is just pretty simple. So just a nice, basically like a regular Oxford or whatever you want to call it, with just a little chest embroidery. So that's all that this one had going for it. I was originally asking $45, put it on 10% off sale, and this went for $40.49, so not too bad. So here's just Tommy Bahama, silk shirt, extra large, olive green. Um, nothing crazy, just a regular plain Tommy shirt. You guys all know Tommy Bahama. And this one went for $23.99. This here is just one of those Ralph Lauren bread and butter shirts. I don't typically pick these up anymore unless there's something special with them, or I get them at my local Goodwill or a mom and pop thrift for $1. I grabbed this one on a Goodwill 1-2-3 day. For those of you who may not be familiar, Goodwills in my area run a $1.23 sale on the last Tuesday of every month, which is pretty nice. So that means all clothing that isn't orange tagged is $1.23. That's jeans, almost everything in the store is $1.23. So typically I could get some really good buys on some stuff. So this was one of the items. It's pink, it's custom fit. So it did have a couple things going for it that I like. I love picking up pink. Pink usually sells pretty quick. So for $1.23, this was definitely worth a grab for me. And this one went for $19.99 free ship. Some LL Bean pants, or no, these are Lands' End pants, jeans, sorry, brand new with tags. I believe I got these during the 1-2-3 event also. Typically I never pay more than $3 or five, yeah, normally never more than $5, but typically I like to standard $3 for jeans. One, because they're heavy. I do always charge buyer shipping, but these went for $19.99 and my buyer pays ship, so not too bad on something I only paid probably $1 for. I think I had 2 pairs of these jeans that were new with tags. I just sold one a couple weeks ago. Okay, it's FootJoy again. These are spikeless golf shoes. I love picking these things up. I did screw up on these. I forgot to charge shipping. Usually, I always charge shipping on shoes because typically they're at least 3 to 4 pounds. These here were probably about 3 pounds. But yeah, these are really nice shoes. These are the spikeless, so they look almost like a turf shoe or what have you. But yeah, really nice shoes. Size 13, great shape and condition. All they had was this little scuff on them right here, and I could not get those. Excuse me, I couldn't get that out with like a magic eraser or what have you, and I didn't really feel like polishing them or whatever. So, but yeah, overall, still a really, really nice pair of shoes. These went for 39 bucks. I paid $4 for them at a charity thrift. So not a bad return on investment there. I grabbed this at my local Goodwill. I'm hoping to get a few more. They had quite a few of these donated the other day. This sold in a day or two. It's just a 7-port USB hub, brand new in package. This one here was marked $5. All the other ones were marked 10. I don't know why they were marked 10. I probably should have just took them all up to the register all at one time and tried to get them for 5, but I had no idea on how this was going to sell or what have you, and this sold super quick, so now I'm hoping to grab the other ones, excuse me, when they go down to half price. So we'll see how that all plays out. But yeah, really nice return on investment there, and I think this actually came in under £1, if I'm not mistaken. So like I said, I had $5 into this plus maybe another $3. So on an $8 investment, got 32 out of it. Not a bad return, especially in one day. So like I said, hoping to grab the rest of them. Okay, up next we've got a Duluth Trading Company, just double extra large quarter zip pullover. This is the second time I've sold this item here. One thing with Duluth Trading, this is what the tag looks like, guys. If you're not familiar with Duluth Trading, they typically run big. So if you are selling Duluth Trading, really make sure that you include your measurements in your listings. One of the things that they're noted for is they have like a longer tail on their shirts and what have you. So like when you bend over or what have you, it tends to provide a little more coverage or what have you when you tuck in your item. So anyway, yeah, definitely make sure that you include measurements. I mean, I include measurements on all my items, but for Duluth Trading Company, you definitely want to include measurements because they typically tend to run a little longer than most items. But this one here went for $23.99, free ship. This here is regular Under Armour heat gear, double extra large, New York Yankees quarter zip pullover. I scooped this up when the Yankees were in the playoffs, and I listed it pretty high. You can see I had it for $39.99. I did run a 20% off sale, but I was charging shipping to cover that, so I still ended up getting what guess it's the total sale on this went for about 38 bucks, so not too bad. Being double extra large and the timing and everything like that, it was still pretty decent. So real nice shirt overall, and the Under Armour logo on it, big giant Yankees logo on it. This is the 2XL loose. But anyway, so not a bad sale there, and I think I paid $5 for this at a Salvation Army, which is, I think, a great price for Under Armour. There's a little bolo for you guys. Tabasco. These Tabasco polo shirts here, so great. This is probably the 6th or 7th one. I don't run across them very often. There's not a lot. I don't know if there's a lot of them out there, what have you. But like I said, probably in the whole time I've been reselling, this is about the 6th one I've sold. They always sell super quick for me. Typically, they'll look like a Hawaiian shirt. There's normally some sort of a golf theme, or it'll be like the complete, like the chili pepper type of theme on them. But they'll look like a Hawaiian type of shirt pattern, but with all covered in chili peppers or that sort of stuff. The Tabasco logos. This one here just happens to be a golf theme, which is very common in the same style. So with the let me see if I can get a better picture here, guys. Okay. Yeah, where it has the Tabasco right on the collar. I'll say Tabasco right on the collar, but this one here, it's just got this really cool golf theme. I do have this shirt featured on my Instagram, so you guys can get a really good look at this shirt. If you guys want to go check that out, it's Parrot Picker on Instagram. You guys can find me. I have a little parrot with the fins up on them. You guys, if you type in Parrot Picker, I'm probably the first one that comes up. Real easy to find. You guys can follow me there if you'd like. But yeah, really cool. Just nice bright shirt and what have you. And that's what the tag looks like. It has the actual Tabasco tag on it. But yeah, typically these go for about 24 to 30 bucks, depending. And they are kind of hard to find. You don't see them all the time, but they do sell well. So keep an eye out for these Tabasco shirts with the Tabasco on the collar there. All right. So here's another Orvis shirt. I think this one has the other tag on it, just a regular lightweight flannel shirt. Yeah, this one here has the, I guess the fly fishing basket and what have you, and then the fly fishing rod. So that's what one of the other tags looks like. And then the third tag will say Orvis Sporting Traditions on it. That's the third one. So 3 different types of tags for Orvis there that you guys can keep an eye out for. These all sell really well. Like I said, just nice lightweight cotton or lightweight flannel. I got $23.99 on that, plus made the buyer paid shipping, so basically a $30 shirt. Been selling a lot of shoes lately. I think this is number 2 of 3 pairs I sold over the past week. Shoes, man, making some really good money on shoes. Definitely helping to increase my overall average sale price. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, most of my shoes I normally get about 40 plus on, so I always make the buyer pay shipping, except for on the golf shoes, which I screwed up on. So anyway, these here I had listed for $37.99. I did put them on sale. They went for 30 bucks plus made the buyer pay shipping. These are nice women's Asics gel, just running shoes in really, really good shape and condition. I think I paid $2 for these shoes, which was a great price, but these things look practically brand new. Nice bright color. So I didn't figure I'd have any problems getting rid of those. Asics gel series and most of the Asics shoes all do pretty decent. Just regular 7.5, so not a bad size. I try to stay away from anything 6 and under, so 7's pretty much about the smallest I like to buy. I will occasionally buy a 6, don't get me wrong, if it's a really, really good brand or something like that, but it tends to get to be a smaller size, not near as common. So anyway, and that was that. Just regular Harley t-shirt, nothing crazy. I put this on 10% off sale. I didn't even have this one listed for 20 bucks. Normally I always list my Harley tees at a minimum of $20. This one, for whatever reason, I listed at $17.99, so I put it on 10% off sale. Finally sold. Not one I would typically ever pick up. I probably got this at a garage sale for $1, possibly a thrift store. I can't remember. I have had this one for a little while, and it's a size large, so like I said, not one I would typically pick up, but I probably got it for the right price. This here, another one of them Harley button front shirts. Like I said, these are my bread and butter ones that I love to pick up. I am kind of ashamed of this photo. Apparently, I got lazy and did not steam this one, so it's a little wrinkly. But even the back is wrinkly. Man, I'm ashamed of myself. But you guys can still see I got a $39.99 out of that. Plus, made the buyer pay shipping. This was a nice heavy shirt, double extra large. It's had some patches and all kinds of stuff on it. So a really cool shirt, nice embroidery on the back. You know, I had this originally listed for 50 bucks. It was only up for maybe 2 weeks, 3 tops. I don't think it was up very long. But I ran just a little sale on it. Figure, you know, I have no problem moving it for 40 bucks. But yeah, those are the Harley shirts that, you know, I love picking up, the Harley button fronts all day long, and you know, no problem getting $40 out of those. But you know, 40, 50 bucks easy all day long. So here's just regular Ralph Lauren V-neck cable knit sweater. This is silk, I believe. Yeah, I can't even pronounce that. Tussa silk, possibly. Yeah, a nice sweater there. Got 32 bucks out of that. Not too bad. This here I picked up at a garage sale. I paid $1 for it. Brand new with tags, Izod Golf shirt. You know, not something I would typically pick up, but it was new with tags, and I got it for $1. So sold that for $24.99, and I went first class. So not a bad little return there. This shirt here, this is a Ermenegildo Zegna, probably one of the best brands of suit jackets you can pick up, besides like a Canali or, you know, what have you. But man, their shirts, I cannot sell their shirts for anything. I've probably had this shirt in my inventory 1.5 years, maybe longer. And there's no reason I should have had this shirt. This has got everything going for it. It's got a great designer name. It's double extra big. You know, it's striped. It just has, like I said, everything going for it. This was probably brand new, a $200 shirt. But this did go to the global shipping, someone in the global shipping program, so it's definitely going out of the country. I had this thing marked all the way down to $29.99, and I finally ran a sale on it, 20% off, and this thing sold for 24 bucks. I do have one more Zegna shirt in my inventory that I've had for a considerably long time as well, probably well over a year. I just cannot move these shirts. For me to pick up another one, it's going to have to be something special. But you know, I definitely will pick up the Zegna suits. Those are go for some really, really good money, or blazers. Definitely hold their value. But dress shirts, for whatever reason, I just cannot move those. This is what the tag looks like, guys. It's real simple, plain tag. For the Zegna there, but yeah, you know, I mean, just like I said, I mean, I think my photos are pretty decent. Oh yeah, maybe that's part of it. This one here was missing a button. Maybe that's why this one here took a little while longer to go. Yeah, I just realized that this shirt here was maybe I guess a little rough. Maybe that's why this one here took so long. So, alrighty, that explains some things. Maybe I need to look at my other one. I think my other one's okay though. But yeah, for this being a 2X big, this thing should have sold right away. All right, another pair of shoes. These went for $46.99 plus made to buyer pay shipping. Just some regular Nike Flywires. You know, nice shoes. If you guys watched the Reseller Six Pack show last night, it was on Lonnie Garage Flip's channel. We did a show all on photography. One of the things we kind of talked about a little bit too was on props. For me, I showed, I think I loaded my Instagram. Some people wanted to see some of my photos. I know a lot of people really like my photos and what have you. You know, I mean, they are what they are. I do take a little bit of time though, I guess, maybe in you know, focus on my item and what have you. But anyway, I use this nice little clear acrylic shoe prop or shoe stand or whatever. I will put a link to it in the description of this video below, and then I'm also will put a link to that in the Reseller Six Pack group. So a lot of people always ask about this this little prop here that I use. They run about 15 bucks free shipping, and I get it off eBay. So just make your item look really, really nice, and then like I'll typically do a display like this when I'm taking my photos, so you can kind of see on the inside and the outside of the shoe all in the same photo. But you know, typically just, you know, nice pair of nice pair of retro Nikes. Last but not least, this here women's Pendleton blazer, just all wool blazer. My wife actually found this, so kudos to her. She doesn't do a lot of thrifting with me. She's slowly learning the business, trying to a little bit here and there. I can't get her to spend the amount of time in a thrift store that I do. So typically when she goes in, she'll go through looking for something for herself, possibly one of the kids or the granddaughters or stuff like that. So, but occasionally when she is thumbing through the rack, she does stumble onto something where maybe she's heard me say a name or what have you. She does know Pendleton now. She knows Ralph Lauren. She knows Orvis. She knows a few of those brands, which is great. So I was over in the men's section, and she come over. She brought this. She said, "Hey," she goes, "Is this something you're interested in?" She goes, "This is a Pendleton," and I was like, "Oh yeah, this." I go, "It's a great item, babe." So yeah, I'm super happy she found this. This thing went for $50 plus made the buyer pay shipping. It only took like possibly a week to sell, so overall pretty quick flip. Um, and like I said, so I'm super proud of my wife for finding something good, especially a nice $50 item. So, like I said, I got to get her to go in there a little more often with me. But she did find a really nice Loren Marine Company, kind of like a rain jacket the other day, which I'll probably list for about $50. So I don't have that up yet, but she did find that the other day. So she has found a couple really good items here lately. So hopefully I might have to flip her a couple dollars here. Maybe that'll keep her motivated. And oh, how about that? I thought I had my phone off. Looks like I had a sale. I did. So another LL Bean. Is it flannel shirt possibly? Yep, another LL Bean flannel shirt, guys. Right there it is. This will be in my next video. But yeah, this is so that's 3 LL Bean shirts here, flannel. This one went for $23.99. I don't know how well you can see that, but there you go, $23.99. So how about that? It'll just be a little bonus sale. And I'll show this shirt next week when I do my next sales update video. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's always nice to have a little sale when you're doing these. Usually I typically try to shut my phone off and what have you. But all right, guys. So oh, there we go. Okay, guys. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. So, I hope you guys like this video. Like I said, I tried to show some of the things that I sold, why I pick them up, what I paid for them, reasons for this and that, just so you guys have an idea of what to look out for. Like I said earlier in this video, I kind of addressed that. That's the point of these videos, just to educate you guys on things that I pick up and why I pick them up. So that way, if that's something that you're after or whatever, by all means, do your own research. But these are common items. They're easily to find. They're, for the most part, most of those are all out there. They're all over the place. I didn't really have any real home runs this week. Just a lot of basic items. The shoes were even still basic, simple shoes. You should be able to run into those from time to time. Most of the clothing the same as well. And what have you. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. You got some value out of it and what have you. Thanks for tuning in. You guys definitely, and then go check out the Reseller Six-Pack show from last night if you guys haven't done so. That's on Lonnie Garage Flips channel. I will put a link to that in the description below. Then I'll also have links for that shoe riser. But it was a really good show last night. It was all on photography and what have you. I did show some of my stuff, especially like for my Instagram and what have you. It's just easier to show some of those photos than what I show in here. They're a little bigger and what have you. But anyway, guys, thanks for coming out. Thanks for tuning in. That's going to do it. That's my time. Thanks for watching, everybody. And as always, fins up. Bye-bye, everybody.